Now, we talk about star athletes, and we've got them today. We've got them sprinkled right through the program. Have a look there, folks, in lane 4, the Chinese combination of Shizhe Zhu and Mengya Sun. 2 Chinese boats, and of course, the Spanish expected to go very well. So we're underway. This is the C2 Women's 500. It made its Olympic debut in Tokyo as an event, and I think it captured the attention of a lot of canoe fans just for the quality of the racing. So as we get underway now, it looks like the 2 Chinese boats, it looks like the Olympic and world champions going out strong, but across there in lane 2, it's the young combination from Canada, Jensen and Osendi, who have thrown down the challenge early to the Olympic and world champions.
Working in unison together, propelling the boat through the water with their hips. And you know, that's important in every crew boat, to be good unison together. That's what makes a boat run. And in kayaks as well, if you don't sit well.
In this women's C2 500 final, Zhu and Sun from China. There's not much else they can do to prove themselves. Olympic champions, world champions. The race for second is going to be interesting. And don't discount on this side Mackenzie and Vincent from Canada, but coming up to the finish line, the Chinese will take the gold. The race for silver, maybe the Spanish will get there, yes. And I think Vincent and Mackenzie taking the bronze. So a big finish there from the Spanish girls.
And very close for the, well, second place was, well, could be seen easily, but for the bronze, there's quite a fight. So well done to all the athletes.
Yeah, I think that's the Spanish Jacomi and Corbra flew home. Here we go, we'll get confirmation here. So gold to China, Spain with the silver, and yes, the Canadians, Mackenzie and Vincent taking the bronze medal. So congratulations to China. They had a for the C2. Confirmation there. Gold to China, silver to Spain, bronze to Canada. The young Canadian crew, they'll learn a little bit from that race. What a great race this is going to be, Jenny Egan. This is one of our Olympic events, the K1 Women's 500, and yet again we get to see an international superstar. There she is, lane 5, Lisa Carrington. This big international event since having a baby, and she looks stronger than ever. She'll give this a real shake.
She sure does, along with Melissa Novakovic, also back after having a baby.
Wow, yes, indeed. So what a great race. Now here we go. We're underway. So there is Lisa Carrington. She has dominated this sport for a long, long time, especially the 200. And look how powerful she's going out very early. She's saying to Amy Fisher, "What is it on the big screen?" I'm imagining that she will be up there. She's a very powerful paddler. Alyssa Ball, there she is there coming through, but it's Jorgensen second. Amy Fisher now starting to pick up the pace. It's going to be a big call for her, though, to try and haul in the leader. But it's the race. Water left, though, for her to pip her New Zealand teammate. In fact, Carrington picking up the pace again now. So it's Lisa Carrington in the middle of the field. Yet another gold medal coming her way. But now look at this, folks. Lisa Carrington holding on. Amy Fisher throwing everything at her. It's Carrington in front. Fisher trying to get to her teammate. She's not going to get there. But, gee, wow, that is the closest finish that Lisa Carrington has had in a 500 for a long, long time, and it's come courtesy of her New Zealand teammate, Amy Fisher. Young when she was in London in 2012. Look at the gap there between Carrington and Fisher. That was early on. Lisa Carrington putting her stamp on the race very early on and making Fisher work hard to try and drag her in. I don't know that Fisher could have done much more to get on top of her New Zealand teammate, but gee, look at that. That is the closest finish that Lisa Carrington has had for a long time. So well done.
To have such strong athletes from the one nation. Like,
yeah, they're not in the K4 together. They're not in the K2.
But could you imagine if they were?
One only wonders if they come together at some stage, what they could bring to the table. Strong yesterday, by the way, finishing third. But gee, I think if they could get Fisher into that boat. There's confirmation there. Great race from Elise Wood, picking up a 4th place. The new mums, 4th and 5th there, Jenny. Yeah. Day 2 of finals at the ICF Canoe Sprint and Para Canoe World Championships. It's been our absolute privilege to bring you some quality racing already today. Joining me in the commentary box this morning is Irish World Championship 5,000 metre medalist Jenny Egan. Looked very good yesterday over the the 500, and we'll see him in a little while in the 1,000, Caitlin Chirilla. But we're underway in the men's C2 1000. We'll get a bit of a feel early on for the tactics for the race, but as Jenny said, the lane 4, the Romanians were the fastest qualifier, and they've gone out hard again, Jenny, straight away. And it looks like alongside them in lane 3, just pacing themselves, the crew from Uzbekistan, Kamilov and Akhtamov.
Race hard, then they try and settle into a more efficient stroke and then go for the final 200 meter of the race.
And when you're on the water, do you hear what your coaches are saying? I know we can always hear your dad, Jenny. He's giving you a lot of instructions when you're out on the water, but is it easy to hear the coaches? Do you listen for them?
Yeah, no, for sure. You'd be able to hear your coaches and you'd be listening out for them. Now it looks like Poland are going to be fighting for the silver medal, along with Uzbekistan in lane 3. Very strong also.
So here we have our Romanian gold medalists. They're very good in the C1, they're very good in the C2 as well. As they head towards the finish line, it is the Romanian combination of Sprincin and Nuta take the gold. The Polish crew of Nowacki and Witkowski take the silver. And it looked like Moldova may have flown home.
I think Italy actually got the bronze.
Already taken a stranglehold of this race. Very good, as Jenny said, very good coordinated technique there. Smooth all the way through, and as Jenny called it, at the 750-metre mark, when possibly the opposition might have been hoping that they would drop away, they picked up another gear. And look at that, even the coach on the bike was struggling to keep up with the Romanian combination. C2 1000. Fantastic to see Romania doing so well. So let's have a look here. It is Romania first, Poland second. Yeah, you laugh at my old eyes. You laugh at my old eyes.
Your eyes are right.
There's nothing wrong with my eyes.
I couldn't see lane 8 there. I was focusing on lane 5.
Yeah, yep, there you go.
Well done, Ross.
Thank you very much. I'm going to retire right now. Yes, Oleg over picking up the bronze. Confirmation there, and yes, the Italians, Jenny, did finish 4th. The second Polish boat 5th, couple of the Uzbeki boats in 6th and 7th.
Now, it was a crosswind yesterday, so lane 1 and 2 would have had a little bit more of an advantage than the far side of the course. But
now keep an eye on the athletes on both ends of the field. They're both from Kazakhstan and they're both very, very good. The young lady in lane 2, she is the reigning junior world champion over this distance. Big step up, obviously, to go from juniors to a senior level, but she's got that experience at racing this level and she's proven herself, and there she goes. She's gone out hard early, so I'm expecting that she will give this a really good shake the half of the event.
Yeah, definitely. You know, for 1,000-metre racing, really the race doesn't start until the second half of the race, because people tend to pace it very well in the middle part. But as you can see, lane 7, Sofia Kizban from Hungary, she's beginning to pull her way back. Hard to know if she'll get back to that gold medal, but she's definitely in contention for the silver now.
I think she won a silver in the 5,000 metres at the World Championships. Junior world champion. She's come here to Szeged, the spiritual home of canoeing, and she's shown that she is all class. This is a name to remember, ladies and gentlemen. Out towards the finish line, and we can see Kizban is digging really deep, but I think she may have left it a little bit too late. I think Brovkova is going to hold on and take a gold medal, a well-earned gold medal for Maria Brovkova. Kizban in lane 7. She would have been able to see, wouldn't she, quite clearly out of the corner of her eye where Brovkova was?
Yes, for sure. And you can see the happiness on her face now, having won gold, Maria Brovkova. And great.
Big difference between the 1,000 and the 200, but I'm sure that Brovkova will have her sights set on being at the Olympics in the C1 200 as well. But it's exciting to see these young paddlers doing their thing. Good finish from Kizban, but left it too late to be able to pull in the young paddler from Kazakhstan. And as you said, Jenny, the bronze medal also going to Hungary, going to Sofia Zorba, just 20 years of age. Great result for her as well. There we are, official confirmation. So just over a second between the gold and the silver. Brovkova from Kazakhstan the gold, Kizban silver, and Zorba from Hungary taking the bronze. Now we've got 2 more finals to come, Jenny Egan, and gee, these are exciting, aren't they? These are Olympic events. And this race here, this is the C1 1000.
The heats, so he's going to be definitely one to look out for in lane 4. And in 2021 in Brno, Russia, he won a gold medal in the Canoe Sprint World Cup there also. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a hard-fought Final A.
I expect the Hungarian Adolf to be up there at some stage challenging, because he is a marathon paddler. He's shown himself to be a very, very good marathon paddler. Can it translate into a 1,000, though? They're underway, and that is the Romanian Catalin Cirila, already gone out to a very good lead. The Pole, Victor Glasnow, alongside him.
Just eased into his rhythm in the middle part of this 1,000-metre race, and I've no doubt that he'll have another gear to go in the final 200 metres also. I think the fight is going to be for the silver and bronze medals here today.
Yeah, for sure. Something very, very strange. I have seen some fish in the water here. A fish would have to jump up and hit Catalin Cirila in the face and momentarily knock him off course for him to lose this race from here, I think. To Cirila. Schiebner is really trying to pull back a bit of distance here. I don't know that he's going to have enough water to be able to get over the top of him, but it's a very strong finish from the German. Catalin Cirila, gold yesterday in the 500, following it up today with gold in the 1,000. You are the best canoe paddler on the planet today, Catalin Cirila. Congratulations to you. Konrad Schiebner with the silver. Good race for the German. And taking the bronze, it looked like Victor Glasnow from Poland, who held on for a brave race. Fair
play to him, and then with the Polish with a bronze medal.
Gee, so the Romanian canoe program's nice and strong at the moment. It's good to see that depth, because as you know better than most, Jenny Egan, when you are the only paddler on your team, or when you are the only one doing it, it can be sometimes a bit hard to have that person to push you in training and that sort of stuff. But obviously in Romania now they have a good crew of canoe paddlers who are pushing each other.
Yeah, for sure. And look, I'm very lucky because I have lots of junior boys and under 23 boys and men and veteran men that I train with at home, and look, they push me day in, day out. And now we have the young girl coming into the senior ranks who trains them around yourself.
Confirmation there of a second gold medal today for the Romanians, for Catalin Cirila. Silver for Konrad Schiebner from Germany. He came onto the world stage. He knocked off Sebastian Brendel, which is no mean feat. I mean, for many years, Sebastian Brendel was the best canoe paddler on the planet.
Yeah.
And we were expecting big things from Konrad Schiebner, but then he had the injury, had the sickness and that sort of stuff. And you know, I know that personally he really struggled through all of that. So great to see him back.
Yeah, no, fair play to him. That takes a lot of mental strength. And
he looked very, very good in the semi-finals. Looked very relaxed. Of course, you know that Fernando Pimenta will go out hard, the Portuguese athlete. Tom Green, 7th in the Olympics. He's looking strong this year as well. Rene Paulsen, the veteran, always puts on a good show. Arda Peters from, I mean, this is just a quality field. Francisco Cubelas from Spain is fast. There he is there. He's gone out fast again. The Cubelas from Spain. Whether he can hold on against this sort of quality field, I don't know. And there's Pimenta going where he likes to go.
Out to the front.
Trying to break Fernando Pimenta's heart early on, because Pimenta would not like to be headed at this stage of the race. But look at that, folks. He's thinking, I'm just going to paddle down here and get a carton of milk from the shops. When I come back, I might stop at the park. And by the way, look how far I'm in front in this K1 1,000 metre field. Just looking very comfortable. Kopan off Varga to win the gold in Tokyo. Can Balint Kopacz turn the tables today? There they are. Kopacz closest to the camera. It's Varga in front. And Fernando Pimenta holding on there for the 3rd position. Now, the rest of the field, well, on the water, this has been a lesson in canoe sprint paddling for Adam Varga. You can hear the Hungarian crowd getting behind him. They love his work. They by the throat. You can see Kopacz coming into the picture now, and Pimenta flying home to take the silver. Well done, Fernando Pimenta. And Balint Kopacz settling for the 3rd. But that was a brilliant race, Adam Varga. You have given us all a lesson today. Tell me that he's such a level-headed young man, Jenny. He's studying at university. He's really focused in what he's doing off the water and making sure that he's got a career for himself. after sport, which so many athletes forget to do. And he really has got it focused off the water, but just on the water. Wow, that was a very impressive race.
Yeah, and you speak about that, Ross, and it's so important to have a balance in life. You know, I think most people should kind of think about what they'll do after their sporting career, and you know, they don't need to.
Jenny, we've got Poznan to come up, but the big one will be Duisburg. We shouldn't take too much away from this, but gee, I think Adam Varga will sleep well tonight, knowing that he has got some good form already.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's such a confidence boost for him, and he's probably going to have Varga and Ballant Kopacz are probably going to have a lot of internal trials now over the next